Hey guys, this is Udit. So today we will be learning about CSS Box Model. So let me quickly tell you what we will achieve. So any element we create, any thing we create into our CSS, it is basically enclosed into a box. It is considered a box and it has few features. The first thing is the margin. Margin means the distance from uh, the parent, or you can see based on how it is located, or the main box. So it's called its margin. It means distance from the outside box. So this box too has a margin with this particular thing. So it is the margin. The other one is padding. Padding is means this one is content. Box margin border. This is the content, and the distance between the box border and box content is called padding. And margin I told you, padding I told you, content I told you what it is. Other thing is border. So border is basically uh, border is basically the outer circumference, or you can see till the perimeter of this particular box, or any it's basically the perimeter of this thing, the outside thing. So border of a thing, border of a cloth. So it is the outside, the lining of the cloth. So that is border. And the out, and one more thing is outline. So outline is basically which comes outside the border is called outline. So this is how it is. So margin is there and all those things are there. So let me go through this topic. So this is the only thing in this topic we'll be learning. So any item in this, so here this is a box. So we clicked on it, so it will go here. Here we can see what is its margin. So it is 30. So this thing which highlighted in orange, it is, or red, it is 30. The border is, which is highlighted here, which is highlighted in this color and mixed with the black color, it is 5 pixel. Then in the padding is this thing green. So if you scroll down, it will give you the box property of any selected element. So if I go here, it will give the margin is 0, border is 0, padding is 0 for this particular thing. And but the this thing, the lower border is lower margin is 10. So see, lower margin is 10. And after padding, this is the content. So this is how the box model works. So check any box model, you have to just click on this thing. So this is the box model of the whole container. This is for this box, and this is for the another box. This box we see the box model 35. This is this. How to use the CSS to do it is, padding is like I told, it is content, and the border it is padding. So we can 20, border is like 5 pixel solid, this thing we can give, margin is 30 pixel we can give, outline also solid red we can put the outline. So that's how it is, guys. Please keep that in mind. And let me go through the text one more time, because this is a very wonderful book I am writing. So content is the text image inside the element. Padding is the space inside the box around the content. Border is the line wrapping the content and this thing. And margin is the space outside the elements. So this is how it is. So margin again is the space outside the element. Margin top, margin right, margin bottom, margin left. Padding is the inner space between. Padding is the inner space between box and the content and the border. So this is the inner space and all those things. Padding I told, right, it is the inner space between the box and content, and between content and border. So this is 20 pixels. So border is with style and color. So in border we give three things, which is width, style and color. So width is 5 solid, and this is the color which is black. So this is how it is. And so we mostly use the the shorthand of it. We can give border top, border bottom, everything which is necessary. Box sizing is also content box. Border box is content padding and border, and content box is only for the content. So box sizing, if we give only content only, padding border are added outside, increasing the total size. So this is how it is, like it is by default content box, but border box we also can give in our code. So here if we see, here we have given here I haven't given it, but okay, but this is a very important concept, like what is a border box, and it is often asked in the interview. So the in the border box, the width includes the content, the padding and the border, whereas in the content box only content is used. So padding and border stay inside the declared width. So this is a very important concept, guys, that the content, padding and border all are inside border box. So when we give box sizing as border box, so if we give width equal to 20 pixel of that particular element, these things will be included. Try to understand this. It is a very important interview question. Like, what is the impact of writing box sizing as border box? It will include content, padding and border into one thing. And width and max width is like, width is like not responsive, and max width sets the maximum possible width, allows for shrinking. So when we shrink, the max width is 400, so it's allows it for shrinking. And this is how it is. Height and min height is there. It is exactly same as it is, focuses on the fixed height, and it is element will have at least this tall but can grow also. So this is the use of the min height. Overflow property is there, controls what happens when content is too big for its box. So overflow is visible, hidden. If the box is too visible, then hidden, then crop it. Scroll, so mostly we use scroll so that it scrolls. And so auto is there, scrolls if needed. So scroll used for scrollable section. And so this was a very important thing, overflow property. Why we use overflow property is like when controls what happen when content is too big for the box. So then we have to put into the box only, there is scroll and all those things will come. So guys, this is an interview question again, like what is the how we will put a scroller into a box. So this is the answer, overflow equal to scroll. Please kindly try it on your own, and if you want I can give that mention it in the section. It is an interview question for sure. Outline and border takes the space part of the box model, can have different styles and per, does not affect layout, does not take space, wraps outside the border, cannot wraps outside the border. I have seen it used in few times only in the designing, cannot style per side. So this is how it is, guys. So this is the practical example. I have shown you already the practical example. Pitfalls is important. Padding border, breaking your width, use box sizing as border box. This is an interview question. In CSS, box sizing border box, why it does? They will ask few twisted questions as well. Margin collapsing is add auto 1 pixel, 1 pixel top solid transparent. So this is how it is. So guys, this is how it is. This is summary. This is an exercise of this particular text I'm writing. So all the best, guys. This is how it is. Please go on Udemy and please check my course on HTML5 accessibility and semantics, how to write semantic HTML with an accessible HTML, and please at least go through it and write a review. Thanks.